Greetings and salutations to you all, my good chums. My name is Richard, this is Gentleman in Gaming, and welcome back to Grand Strategy Sunday and Crusader Kings 2 in real life. Last time on this show, well, not a lot happened, to be honest with you. What we did is we took our main man here, Emir Mustafa the Wise, and we made use of his stewardship skills and the fact that he's not really into much else, to be honest with you. And what did we do? Well, we decided to start investing in our realm. We started building up some of the buildings here that gave us extra tax income, because that's something that a steward would be very interested in. Emir Mustafa is all about making money. That's what he wants to do. That's where his passion lies, is making the money. So we're going to carry on doing that in the background, I think, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start building up our realm, start building all of the things that give us extra tax income, extra money, things like that. That's what's going to be happening in the background. With regards to what we actually want to achieve this week, I don't really think that there is much we can achieve. I think we just need to let Emir Mustafa's thread of his life unwind and unravel and see where it wants to go, because there isn't really much we can do other than that. We have another child on the way with our wife, so we're probably going to be looking towards in our society here, looking to do some horoscopes and things like that. I don't really see the point in doing it with these children here now, because they've already got focuses that they're moving towards, so we don't really want to do anything there. We can't really go to war because, first of all, Emir Mustafa is not really a war-minded person. Second of all, there is only one person that we could go to war with right now, because I am not going to war with the Seljuks, and that's our next door neighbours here. I mean, we could go and invade some Indian subcontinent nation, I guess you could say, over here, country, empire, whatever, but I mean, they're all very big. There doesn't seem to be much point. We could take some Farakid land over there, or we could take some Farakid land over here, but he's not war-minded. This isn't something that he wants to do. Now, like I said, our neighbours are the Seljuks, and they are still very, very powerful. But all of that's a moot point anyway, because our armies are currently engaged up here, up north with our allies. So there's not really much we can do with regards to that. One thing that we will do, however, to kick off today, before we start letting his life spin its yarn into what it wants to do, is we are going to change our focus, our lifestyle focus, because we can change our focus now, and I think it's time to move on. Emir Mustafa the Wise can do a lot of things. He is very well versed in a lot of aspects, so we currently have him on scholarship because he is a very learned man. He's very learned, he likes to learn, but he also has a very high stewardship, so we can move into the stewardship trees here. So we can move to rulership, we can move to business, we can get even more money that way. Something else that I was thinking about with Mustafa is maybe looking to go towards like a family man kind of focus, because, you know, he does have children. He does like his children. I mean, he doesn't really like his wives, but maybe that's something that we can look to change maybe going forward. I'm not too sure. That might be something we might look towards maybe after we're probably done with making money. He's still in his 30s, which for, I mean, the 9th century is actually probably middle-aged. He's probably coming towards the end of his life, to be honest with you, although I'm pretty sure his dad lived to quite a large age. 63, okay, so he's middle-aged, and his granddad lived to 64. So yeah, 60s is what we're kind of looking forwards, I think. But I mean, if I do this, so it's only 5 years, so that would take me to age 37. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go do the stewardship stuff. Yeah, we're going to govern well. We're going to focus on that. We're going to get even more money in so we can build even more buildings and things like that. Build up our realm even more, because that's what Emir Mustafa's all about. And then maybe when we get to 37, 40, maybe we'll look to do a bit of a family focus. Maybe we'll look to do that towards the end of our lives, you know, like we've set up the realm very well. We've brought loads of money in. We've made it so that the next person coming along doesn't really have to worry about money. And now it's time to focus on you, my children, and teach you what needs to be done going forward. But yeah, I think we're going to go over to the stewardship focus. So we have changed that focus. Our heir is not far off of coming of age now, so hopefully after that happens we will be able to fulfill this ambition, and then we'll probably look to move that to gain a title, because that's what we inherited him with. But we'll see what else is available. But for now, like I said, there's not really a lot that we need to do, so we're just going to let time tick along. In the background, I'm going to start building some more buildings and things like that, and we're just going to see where Emir Mustafa's life takes us. Unfortunately, he is still infected and he is one-handed, so yeah, the one-handed thing doesn't really do much for health anymore, so that's fine. But it's the infection health -2, so we're still very fragile at the moment. We're still a little bit scared of health diminishing, so that's still something we need to look out for. But other than that, yeah, we're just going to be ticking along. Hopefully that will clear up soon. I think it's lasted for like 5 years or something now. Hopefully it needs to go eventually, because yeah, that's draining, and it does worry me, to be honest with you. Oh, this is the shooting star that we were all talking about, wasn't it? Yeah, so this is the shooting star that I predicted in the last episode. It's finally come to fruition and everyone's gathered round. The air is crisp and the sky clear as people huddle around each other to observe the nightly phenomena I have predicted. Not all are convinced of my promise. As the hour begins to slip away, I hear their skeptical mumbling. Then suddenly several ooh and ah take place around me as people excitedly start pointing upwards. Across the dark heavens, a tiny speck of light is moving, a white trail marking its journey. So I was right. I did predict correctly. This night we shall all remember Emir Mustafa the Wise gains the trait Proud. Okay. We gain 100 prestige. We complete the mission observing the sky. We get 200 esoteric knowledge. So I gain the trait Proud, which in my religion is a vice, a sin. But pride, superbia, is the 7th deadly sin according to the church. However, proud characters tend to be ambitious and work harder to increase their prestige. Okay, so now prestige becomes a little bit of a thing for us. We're quite high on prestige and we gain a lot of it monthly anyway, so that's fine. But we'd want to look to gain prestige. Well, how are we losing prestige? Fewer than 3 wives. Okay, so I need to look to marry someone else, and that's going to give me prestige, because that's something that it literally says here. I am going to work hard to increase my prestige. I'm already ambitious, so that's fine. But that also means that I want to now try to become prestigious as well, which also might affect my aim here, because I think becoming exalted amongst men is an option as an ambition as well, which is all about prestige. So yeah, so there you go. There's a bit of a change that's come around that we want to now start to look into. Also, on that front, something that came to my attention as I was editing the last episode, our son here, we got him married to this genius coming through. Well, betrothed, not married. We got him betrothed to this genius coming through because I said I couldn't find anyone worthy of marrying. There's a little button over this side, I think, that you might be able to see, and you were probably all pointing out and screaming at, where I was like, oh, it's very bad pickings, there's no one here, they're not very powerful. Yeah, I had it on search my realm only. I should have changed it to search all, and that would have given me everyone in the world, which would have given me more options, I'm sure, for potential marriages. So yeah, that was a mistake on my behalf, but I think that we're going to stick with this genius anyway, because she is a genius, so I'm pretty happy with that marriage anyway. I think that that's a good marriage idea. That's going to produce some good children who are going to be of my lineage and available to inherit my throne, you know what I mean, my court. So I think that I'm going to stick with her for this anyway. But yeah, going forward, we want to look at search all, and I think it's a perfect time to have a look at that as well, considering that, yeah, we are not gaining as much prestige as we could because we have fewer than 3 wives, and I don't like my 2 wives that much anyway, So maybe it's time that we went out and tried to find another wife. I think that that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to take a look through, see if there's anyone of any potential decent quality that we can marry, and we'll see where we go. Actually, the third highest possible marriage that I can take is my aunt. But she's almost 60, yeah, and she's my aunt. So I don't think that we're going to go down that route. Most of the women here really don't like me very much. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't arrange a marriage with her because, yeah, she's going to say no. Yeah, that's the thing. So there's not a lot of choice, actually. It's very slim pickings, it seems. These are the top ones as well. These are the highest ranked. So there's not a lot of power available. And I am on search all this time, so that's fine. There's not a lot there. So maybe we need to look for traits, I'm guessing. So, yeah, I can't seem to find anyone who wants to marry for power. And anyone that I particularly like, actually, to be honest with you. I like her, but she's 57. I want to marry someone around my age. So, yeah, not a lot of power available. Not a lot of prestige in that issue. So maybe, yeah, we might want to look for some traits, I think. There are no, and I literally mean no, women with any decent traits. They're all negative traits. Imbecile, ugly, they're all negative. There is not one woman within a decent age range that has a good trait. Attractive, intelligent, quick, genius, anything like that. There is no one. So, I don't know. Maybe someone I like the most then? And she's 50, 38. She's about the same age as me. Probably want to marry someone younger though, right? Yeah, like 54 is attractive. But she's 54. And, you know, that in this day and age is very old. Yeah, there's no one. There is no one. So, there's not even, like, the people I like aren't even, I mean, 16 is the, and I don't even like her. She likes me, I don't like her. So then maybe similar traits, maybe an area where I'm lacking. I can marry a martial woman. She's 53, 54, 60, 52, 35. So 2 years older than me. I'm not really looking for kids, but I don't like her. There is nothing. The only thing I can think of is getting a betrothal. But does that count as, would that count as a wife? Yeah, it says wives, doesn't it? I don't know if a betrothal would actually count as a wife, you know? Who's the most powerful? It says courtiers. Courtiers are apparently the most powerful. Who does it actually suggest if I go like here for a wife? Okay, so a princess of the Abbasid Empire is the top one. Why didn't you come up in the search character list? I don't know, maybe because you're nothing special. But I don't need more relations with the Abbasids. You're 30. But you're just a courtier. You've already been married. Would you get me a non-aggression pact or anything like that? I don't know. Not you. Me. Bring me up. There we go. So, if I select you... No non-aggression pact, no prestige, would say yes. Kind of pointless that way. You wouldn't even get me any prestige either. No one's going to get me prestige or strength or power or anything like that, so that's pointless. No. No one's going to get me any prestige. No one's going to get me any non-aggression packs or anything like that. Again, let's look for traits. Right, well, apparently there's loads of kids that would get me non-aggression packs. And they're the ones with all of the traits, like attractive. I don't see how you could call a 2-year-old attractive, but we'll move on from that. But moving up through the ages a little bit, I was looking at some of the, like, the 15-year-olds and that. The women that are going to be coming into age soon. And there was this quick girl here who apparently would get me a non-aggression pack. And I like her enough. So that would lead to a non-aggression pact with this guy. Now, who is this guy? He is a nobody. He's a nobody over here in the Seljuks who would get me 329 men. So that's a nothing non-aggression pact, really. Where'd you go? I lost you again now. But she was quick. There's another quick one here. You're 14. I mean, 14's not the end of the world, but I'd like them to be coming of age soon so that I can actually start getting some of that prestige up. So, yeah, you're quick. What else are you? Willful, zealous, and honest. You're also a bastard. That's probably why we wouldn't get a lot out of you. You're strong. You're already of age, and you would get me a non-aggression pack. You're patient, brave, chaste. Well, yeah, I don't want kids though. Kids isn't really something I'm that interested in. What would you do? So you'd come with a non-aggression pack, but no prestige. You come with 300 men as well. Yeah, I am demanding very low quality people, apparently. I'm not, I mean, apart from the Princess of the Abbasid Empire, but I'm already tied in with the Abbasids so much that I don't really need that again. That doesn't benefit me anyway. Plus, she didn't get me any prestige, so there's not really any point of that. Plus, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. I know the game would warn me anyway, but I'm starting to get a little bit worried about inbreeding because I've been marrying into the Abbasids so often that a lot of these people might be related. Now, I know that that's not necessarily something that I would think about. So maybe that's something I need to get out of my head playing the game, because that's not something that these guys would think about. I mean, intermarrying and things like that during this period is all pretty standard. But yeah, I'm going to keep looking through and see if I can find any traits. You're strong. Envious, patient, content, gregarious, thrifty clerk, and a twin. You would get me a non-aggression pack, but it's not. The non-aggression packs are pointless because they're so weak that they're actually looking more for me than I am for them. Oh, a genius! You want to get married, but you have gout. Okay. I think, because I don't like my wife so much, that maybe I'll be on the lookout for a younger, hotter model, if that makes sense. So I'm looking for attractive, but I can't really find it. Yeah, there's not a lot of pretty girls out there, it seems. Well, you're attractive, 36, a little bit older than me. It's not the end of the world. But you're club-footed. That's very weird. Yeah, there's not a lot, and now we're getting into the age where I'm starting to think I don't really want to... I mean, but I guess if I like them still, does age matter? I don't know. See, again, yeah, I'm thinking about this as me. See, you're attractive and you're 41. Maybe he'd want a nice older woman. Do you like her? You like her? Yeah, maybe you'd want a nice older woman. I'm thinking about it from my point of view and thinking, well, that really is like a 40-year-old marrying like a 70-year-old at in this day and age. But I don't know, maybe he's into it. Maybe if he likes her, then he'd be into that, maybe. I mean, she is attractive, but I mean, that's not really gonna make that much difference, because that's not gonna, it's probably not gonna lead to kids at this age, so it's not gonna give me attractive kids, so that's not really something I'm worried about. Maybe, you know what? Yeah, I think Mustafa's into that. She's attractive, he likes her. Just before I do that, do I have any? No, I don't have any. I have rivals. Yeah, I have rivals, but I have no friends. Okay. You know what? I think that maybe he's going to be into that. Yeah, let's find that woman again. Here she is. So, yep, I got a decent opinion of her. She is an underhanded rogue, attractive, shrewd, envious, and paranoid. But I haven't really been dating her, so I wouldn't really know that, would I? Yeah, you know what? You go for it, my man. You get that, and you get a new wife. And enjoy yourself with your attractive MILF. Yeah. Alright then. Maybe that's something we need to look into a little bit more going forward as well. Maybe we need to get another wife, because I can have one more after this, I'm sure. So yeah, I can have one more wife. Maybe he just wants to go for someone he really likes. Someone that he, you know, has a massively high opinion of. Yeah, I think that maybe that's the route we need to start going down with Mustafa here. But yeah, let's get that marriage done. Let's get that underway. And yeah, there we go. We should get married. He accepts the proposal. She becomes my wife. She instantly doesn't like me very much. But we can fix that. We're going to send you a little welcome gift. 15 golds, nothing. Opinion up by 30. And there you go. That's my wife. She likes me. I like her. And yeah, we've also fulfilled her ambition. She wanted to marry a ruler. So, yeah, we've fulfilled her ambition. Go and have some. Go and get some fun, my good man. Enjoy. Oh, it occurred to me that my other wife, that I don't really like, is feeling somewhat gloomily as of late. The burden of her unborn child is surely causing some humoral unbalance that is affecting her mood. I will buy her something nice. I'm sure she will be fine. She hates me. I am kind of meh about her. How much would I spend on her? 24 gold. Am I charitable? Or is there a chance of me getting those? Okay, 15% chance of becoming charitable, 5% chance of becoming kind. Okay. You know what? I like her enough. We will buy her something nice. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children were found butchered in the small hut they call home. Oh dear. And he was standing nearby covered in their blood. Despite this damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. What should be done with him? Now, I am just, aren't I? I am just. I have a well-developed sense of justice, a trait much respected by vassals and courtiers. Okay. The animal must be hanged. Toss him into the dungeons and leave him there. The evidence is circumstantial. Let him go. I mean, the evidence is circumstantial, but that's from our perspective in this day and age with CCTV, DNA evidence, weapons, and like injuries that occur during struggles, and we can dissect a crime scene. However, given this day and age, being found nearby covered in their blood would be very damning, and it does say damning evidence. And I mean, it could also suggest that he found them and he was hugging them and was crying and distraught about it, and that's how he got covered in their blood. But yeah, I think toss him into the dungeons is probably a good idea, because it's damning evidence. I'm saying that myself, which would then say an eye for an eye, he must be hanged. But because I'm just, and it says here that the evidence is circumstantial, let him go. I think the middle ground is probably a good idea. So I know it looks damning, which would suggest that we need to take his life. But then I say that it's circumstantial, and I am just. So I think, yeah, I think the middle ground is probably the best option to go down there. I'm not sure. That was tough, but yeah. Oh, a child lacks an education focus. Who are you? That is my eldest boy. My boy, my boy, my boy. You are a destined steward, right? Yeah. You're a destined steward. It's your highest trait. Guess what you're doing? Oh, haughty. You have something against it. Oh, so you have a plus for martial. You have a plus and a minus for diplomacy. You have a minus for stewardship, but you are a destined steward, and I'm a steward as well. So I'm going to go down that route anyway. I'm already teaching you. Yeah, I think that he would still follow down that route. I think that that's what he'd do. I think he would go down the horoscope star sign route, because that's what his dad did with him. He is a steward himself. So, yeah, I think he'll want his son to be a steward as well. I think that makes sense. Ah, there we go. I have worked improving the domain of my liege and have recently been met with success in my efforts. He will surely be pleased. Okay. So we've improved our liege's realm as his steward, because we're on his council. Who died? My mother-in-law died. Okay, not knowing quite what was wrong with them. Okay, fair enough. Your infection has put you in grave danger on multiple occasions. The pain and foul smell have finally subsided and your wound looks clean. Oh, thank goodness for that. So we're going to lose the trait infection. There it is. It's gone. Oh, finally. Oh, I was hoping against hope that that was going to go this time around. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, so the infection is cleared up. That's our health back up to normal levels now. There is nothing else debuffing our health, is there? Let's have a look. No. No, there is nothing else debuffing our health. Okay. That's good. That's good. So we should be in good vein now. And yet now we're no longer losing any prestige because of having lack of wives. So that's good. I think that's good. We've done that. Our mother-in-law died. And what else? Okay, you left some factions. No big deal. But there we go. Infection cleared up. All good. Finally, after 5 years or so. Oh, that's funny. My other mother-in-law died as well. Wow, they both died. Comatose in bed. So 2 of my mother-in-laws have died. Also, someone else on my council died. My spy master died, so we need to find a new spy master. But I also have a new daughter who has been born. And we want to call her Layla. That is a lovely name. I will very much agree with that. We know there is nothing about you at the moment. There is nothing special at all. But okay. Layla. Welcome to my family, Layla. Oh, that is a lovely name, Layla. Welcome. Welcome, my child. And that was with my wife who... Yep, now she's no longer pregnant. I don't like her again now. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Right, and we have an open council position. We need a new spy master. Who wants to be the spy master? Is that my new wife? That is my new wife. You're not very good. You're an underhanded rogue. You're an elusive shadow. But I do like my wife more. Will this be the first woman that we've had as well? I think that's going to be the first woman that we've had on our council. Welcome. Welcome, Shamim. I probably should have learnt your name before I married you. Shamim is my brand new spy master. I'm going to say you aren't allowed to lead armies because you can't anyway. That's fine. But welcome. Welcome to my council. The first woman that we've had on the council. Also, that means a minor title. My designated region. Well, no, we were keeping that open, weren't we? We were keeping that open for my son, wasn't I? But we have lost a commander. Okay. I'm not militant, so I don't really care about that. So I'm going to wait to give that to someone as a reward for a title, you know, an honorary title. You are an honorary commander. Oh, I finished my book. Everyone knows that I spent over a decade directing the work on my book. When today I am presented with the final product, smiling broadly, I can't help but swell with a sense of well-deserved pride. The Secret History of the Bedouin is what I've called it. So this has all been worth hard work. I gained another 100 prestige. That's good. Prestige is something that I'm very into right now. Let's take a look at that book. The Secret History of the Bedouin, monthly prestige, vassal opinion, and dynasty opinion. The family history of Emir Mustafa the Wise is famed in almost mythological light. There's only 3 generations of it, but okay. And begins with the story of the Emir's own mother being kidnapped by his father. I don't remember that. Truthfulness aside, it is seen as a fascinating manuscript. Yeah, it's not a true story because, yeah, your dad did not kidnap your mum. Wasn't she like a princess of the Abbasid Empire? Yeah, we did not kidnap her. In fact, yeah, yeah, well, have fun with that story. It's certainly not a true story. Also, just checking, does that now mean I am uninspired? Yeah. Okay, so we need to change some of our intrigue stuff because I no longer want to do things. I don't want to compose a book at the moment. What else? I don't think there's anything else right now. I'll write a theorem paper. I don't want to do that. Uninspired. Offer help. Give your assistance to your liege to manage his recently acquired titles and hand them out to new holders in his realm. Yeah, okay. What does it actually say, uninspired? This character is not really in the mood for creative pursuits. Okay, so that's not creative, that's a job. So that's fine. But yeah, the book and the theorem paper we're going to take off for the time being because, yeah, I don't want to do those 2 things at the moment, so that's fine. We've tidied that up. And the war is over. My ally won, but yeah. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. Did he? Wait, did my ally win? Were you my ally? I don't think you... No. No, you are not my ally. Oh, okay, so my ally lost to you and you've taken some more land. I'm assuming you took, did they, how much? Oh, I think this is what they lost, isn't it? Is this what they lost? No. So what did they lose? What were they after? What were they trying to fight for? Who are you and what have you just gained? So you're here. Yeah, we knew that anyway. But you haven't gained anything over here. So what were we fighting for? Because you're still here, right? You're still my ally, right? No. What happened to my ally? Are we no longer allies? I think that we're no longer allies. Doesn't seem to say that we have a pact anymore. We still have an alliance, apparently, though. Okay. So we do still have an alliance. Oh, I do not like you at all. Wow, I hate you. Oh, okay. Maybe it's time to dissolve our alliance. Because I really don't like you. Why does it say we don't have a pact anymore, though? Where are all of my pacts? I thought it would have my pact here with my alliances and stuff, but apparently not. Okay, well it says I have 16 here, but I thought that... Or is this just general diplomacy? Okay. Maybe this is something I need to tidy up a little bit as well, because if I don't like these people anymore, then I don't really want to have non-aggression pacts, alliances with them, do I? I don't want to be going and helping them if I don't like them. Historically, how would that work out? Like, historically, loads of alliances were made between people that didn't really like each other. The English and the French, the English and the Spanish, the English and the Scottish, the English and most people, no one really likes the English. So historically there were loads of alliances made that they didn't really like. How does that work in this instance? Would you stick with an alliance with the person that you don't like because you know it provides you with some benefit? Or would you be like, I don't want an alliance with this person, I hate them. Why am I wasting my men protecting this person who I despise? I'm not sure. How would that work? See, in my head it would be like, yeah, you wouldn't want to have an alliance with this person because you hate them. But then history has shown us that there were plenty of alliances between people that never got on. I might need to go away and think about that one. If you have any opinions, let me know what you think. Because, yeah, that's something that I'm not entirely sure. Is this Abbasid land as well? This belongs to the Abbasids, right? Does it? Yeah, okay. So this belongs to the Abbasids. So you can go in here and we can break you up. That's fine. Yeah, you head in here, we'll break you up, that's all good. But yeah, let me know what you think about that, because I'm not quite sure where I stand on that. I don't know what would happen. Would you want to defend this person or not? Yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, the hunt for the rumoured artifact has begun to slow down. Marshal Hussein just informed me he has some valuable and promising leads, but to investigate them the search must venture into distant, inhospitable lands. Hussein claims he needs more soldiers to attempt such virtue. We cannot miss this opportunity. Our national levies go down. I cannot spare these important resources. No, you're not militant, you don't care about that. Yeah, okay, take the soldiers with you, no problem at all. So hopefully that's actually going to come to a conclusion at some point. The problem is that that usually doesn't actually lead anywhere. It's very yeah, I won't lose any soldiers, that's cool. It's a very difficult thing, because sometimes it can give you something very, very good, but it does suck up a lot of your resources, yes. Oh, my daughter, I could hear someone sneaking around inside and believed it to be a burglar. When I went downstairs, I discovered Layla opening one of my letters. Isn't she, like, newly born? Oh, it's a different Layla. Okay, who are you? Princess Layla of the Arabian Empire. So you're... Are you Caliph Arab? So you're the former Caliph's... Okay, so I'm guessing this is because I'm in the court teaching the current Caliph, right? Yeah, my ward. So I'm guessing that's where I am, and she discovered one of my letters there. Okay, I'll teach her to be less nosy. So I gain the trait cruel, because I'm hitting her, I guess. She should use some practice reading. Princess Layla loses 30 prestige. Okay, well that has no effect on me, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not kind. but I'm not cruel, so I'm not just going to punch a kid. So, yeah, she only loses prestige. I don't. So, yeah, we will teach her how to read. Princess Shola has not responded to my letter. Perhaps I should have tried writing in a less blunt way. Okay, this is just some woman in my court who I'm trying to sway, who I like, but she doesn't like me. But my court is actually starting to come round. If you look at this now, so there's only 3 people who really despise me now, and one of them's my wife. So, like everyone else seems to be okay. Jabril, our former vizier, he's the next one down, but he still has a positive opinion of me for now. But yeah, just trying to get people in my court to like me a little bit more, so that I can then move my my vizier off. Come on, open the council, thank you. I can move my vizier to go and do some statecraft, so improve relations elsewhere. So, but right now, yeah, I'm just trying to get the court to like me a little bit more, so that they won't kill me. Oh, some stuff's happened. A new important decision is available, but first, the betrothed can marry. So I'm assuming, who's that? My daughter has come of age. My daughter has come of age. How did you turn out? So you are a destined scholar. I would say that's not true. Oh, you're the girl we messed up, didn't we? With the destined, and you were doing the wrong thing, but your highest stats were... Yeah, so you turned out to be a skilled tactician, so you obviously learned that on your own. You are groomed, stubborn, and charitable. Okay. But, yeah, so you'll send this off to this guy. Okay, so you're going to go get married there. How much... I can't give him a gift or anything. No, I could give you a gift, couldn't I? But I don't think I need to. Again, how does a dowry work? Do I give the gift to him, right? Or does he give me the dowry? I cannot remember, but I can't do anything with him anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, okay, you can go off and get married. Leave my court. Oh, my daughter, who we messed up severely. C'est la vie. And a new important decision. What? Observe Ramadan. Lose 100 gold. Why do I lose so much gold by observing Ramadan? That's a little bit strange. But I have been on Hajj. So... okay, let's observe Ramadan. Why do I have to spend so much gold if I'm not eating? You would have thought I'd actually save money, wouldn't you? That's odd. We're still uninspired. We're uninspired all for a long time. So yeah, we're not gonna be looking to do anything for a long time, it seems. Oh, apparently we have a righteous imprisonment, and a special action is available. So that's my son. Someone's trying to kill my son. Who's trying to kill my son? Ah, my brother. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because you would stand to inherit, right? If he's out of the way, yeah, you're next in line. Or are you? No. Who is it? Sorry. It's Suleiman. Yeah, so you're like 4th in line. So you have nothing to inherit. You have to kill 2 other people as well. Right, well, will you stop? I can't ask you to stop. Why can't I? Oh, end plot. There we go. Right, you will end the plot. How much would it be to imprison you? Because I don't like you. So, what's my chance of imprisoning you? Okay, it doesn't seem... Oh, 100% chance. Okay, well then, yeah. You're going to prison, my good man. Yep, you are now safely locked away in my dungeon. So, you don't like me anymore. I never liked you in the first place. That's fine. Now, you are my brother. And you are... Technically, are you just my... Oh, you're a bastard of my dynasty. Okay, yeah. I don't think I need to treat you with any respect then. because you're a bastard. You're only my half brother. I'm not gonna. You tried to kill my son. I'm not gonna look on you with any favor. So you will be kept in the dungeon. Yep, you're not going to be put under house arrest. I don't know why you tried to kill him, because you're not going to get the title if he dies, because you are so far away from the title. You're like fourth in line, right? Yeah. So you have to kill another 2 people ahead of that anyway. Like, even my nephew has more of a chance before you do. Okay, so that's fine. So we don't need to worry about that anymore. The one thing that I will look at now, though, is that your wife I was trying to sway. Do I still like her? I still like her enough. So, okay, we're still going to try to sway her a little bit more. And everyone's going up. Look, Jillin, is he? Oh, he might be dead, actually. No, he's gone up, Jabril. Look, he's up. Wait, hang on. Okay, let's change this then, because something's clearly gone wrong there. Okay, now... yeah, go back to the top. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because my wife disappeared as well for some reason. Okay, but yeah. So I'm still trying to sway you at the moment. I still like you well enough. That's fine. And then everyone else is fine. Who are you? You're my rival. Who are you? Would I want you here? Oh, you're my stepmother, right? Yeah, so you were married to my dad, but I don't like you. I'm guessing you're maybe the mother of... no, okay, you're the mother of my half-sister. What are you doing? Okay, you're out there in the world somewhere, that's fine. And my other half-sister died. Okay, so you have no children here. Oh, no, wait, yeah, you have a half-sister, and I like her, so maybe I wouldn't get rid of you, but... like, I could ask you to leave my court, couldn't I? Because you are my rival. Would you go? So I would lose 5 prestige. I don't want to lose prestige. Prestige is something that I'm after at the moment, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I think that that's maybe something I wouldn't do then, because, yeah, I like prestige. But that's annoying, because you're just going to drag my court down. But, c'est la vie, yeah, and for the time being, we still want to sway you, because we do like you, even though I've just put your husband in the dungeon, but never mind. After I told Sajida it was time to head on home, she looked at me with a grin on her face and told me to race her home. Okay, so you're racing me home again. You're 10. That makes a lot more sense. That's fine. So I can race her. She may gain the trait playful. Lecture her about responsibilities. Proud, just, temperate, diligent, ambitious. Nothing about me says I'm kind, and I am diligent and just and proud. So I think I might lecture her, actually. Because she left me to carry everything on my own. There's nothing in me that says I'm kind or anything like that. Anything here? Ramadan, theorem, artifact, studying the stars, uninspired, divine advice, adventuring soldiers, impressive laboratory. No, there's nothing to suggest that I wouldn't say you've got responsibilities that you need to live up to. So I'm going to lecture her on responsibilities. And Ramadan has come to an end. Oh, my court imam just died. Jalil had made me promise I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to Jalil's last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Jalil, you were my imam, right? Yeah, you were my court imam. What did you die of? Died of poor health. What was wrong? It doesn't say what was wrong with you. Yeah, you leave no family, no relations. You leave nothing behind. Ah. Oh, Jalil, you did indeed die too young. Did I invite you in, I think? I think I invited you in, didn't I? But yeah, you didn't die indeed die too young. So I've just sent this heart-bearing, mournful message out, and one of my options is one less mouth to feed. So yeah, I don't think I would do that. And now I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best at this, but I do apologize if I get this wrong. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Yeah, my Arabic isn't very good. It's yeah. I don't claim to speak Arabic. I know some words, but I apologize if I butchered that pronunciation. But yeah, we're going to go with the positive one. So I get the trait sincere. That gives me monthly piety and diplomacy +1. So, goodbye, Jalil. I'm sorry that you leave no one behind. And, yeah, so I've just gained where it should be here. It's not here for some reason. Maybe it was a chance I gained it. Okay, so I don't actually think I did gain it. So, oh, you're going to war again? Right, I'm going to make an executive decision right now, okay? I am going to accept his proposal because obviously this is the same episode, so I haven't had a chance to hear from you guys or think about it myself. I'm going to accept his proposal, but I am not going to send any troops. Because he's being attacked again, and I don't like him. I hate him, in fact. I hate him as much as anyone can hate another human being. So I really hate this person. So I'm going to accept so that I'm not an oathbreaker, but I am not raising my troops. I am not sending them. They're not going. That's the decision that I'm making this time, and I still need to decide or have you guys give me some feedback on whether I should actually break that alliance or not anyway. But anyway, having said that, yeah, we got some other things that we need to talk about. Goodbye, Jalil. You will be sorely missed. And I need to promote a new imam, don't I? Yeah. So who can do it? My brother can do it. Do we get along now? I still don't like you. How about you? I have a meh with you, and I don't like you. So you're actually the one I like the most, if that's fair to say. Scholarly theologian, quick, uncouth, scarred, deceitful, stubborn, lustful, kind, arbitrary, and a lunatic. Slim pickings. Slim pickings. I don't like you, do I? No. Okay, I think maybe I need to go out into the world and see who's about. Ooh, okay. Top pick. First one that came up. Learning of 21. Masterful theologian. Brawny, shrewd, just, and chaste. So he will be perfect. And I like him, and he likes me. So, okay, you, my good man, I'm going to bring you in. You're going to be my new court imam. Perfect. There you go. Much better than the slim pickings that I have in my realm. So, yeah, he will become my new court imam. I'm pretty sure I invited my last court imam as well. So now I've invited this one. It seems right. That seems what it seems to be. Oh, and you are my physician as well. Yes. So we need to recruit a new court physician, and it's not going to be a witch. No witches, okay? No matter how pretty and sexy they are, no witches will be my new court physician, damn it. Okay, so a mystic blind man that supposedly works miracles. Okay, so this is my new guy, apparently. Sammy the Blind. He's lowborn. He has nothing as well, so that bodes well historically. He is a dutiful cleric, blinded, mystic, greedy, humble, kind. He likes me. I like him well enough. And he has a decent learning. Okay, so you're 20. What's my new guy that's just come in? Because yeah, if he's 21, isn't he? I like him 14. I like you 6. So I like him more. He's a mastermind theologian, brawny, shrewd, just, and chaste. There's nothing to suggest that he would be better. You're a mystic, but then I had problems with the witch. So would I be happy to pay 60 gold and get in someone who is potentially mystical again when I've had a I don't think I would. No, I think I'm gonna turn you away, and I think my new man, I'm gonna award you the position of court physician. Well done. There you go. You're going to be my court physician as well now. Congratulations. Okay, apparently we're making steady progress for the artifact. Yeah, we'll always be making steady progress. We're never going to not make that. My brother, I have a proposal which might interest you. An old letter detailing the possible locations of some Hermetic writings. Yeah, you want to go find Hermetic writings again? Let's do it. Let's go off and find them. Yep, absolutely. Now, I'm pretty sure you're going to give me 3, aren't you? Yep. Ruins in Rhodos. Best option is the scroll in Bahrain. Surely the local antiquary will do. Okay, we want to go to Rhodos. I'm going to get 300 esoteric knowledge for that. Oh, that reminds me, do I need to do a horoscope for my daughter yet? How old is she? She is only, yeah, she's only 1. I don't need to do one for her yet. Or do I? Maybe I'd be really excited to do it. How much esoteric knowledge do I have? 1,000. How much do I need to level up? 2,000. Okay, we're pretty close to that. So maybe I'm going to level up first. Yeah, I think I want to level up first. And then that'll give her time to grow and show me what she's going to be anyway. So that's fine. But yeah, let's go to Rhodos. Let's do that. There have been rumours circulating the court that a vassal of Caliph Aaron II is sleeping with a woman. Okay, now I'm pretty sure last time I said not for me to judge, right? But have I picked up anything new since then? Proud. Then I'm not zealous. There's nothing in me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep my nose out of other people's business. That's fine. Yep. Okay. So my alliance broke down with this guy. Right, because he died. He committed self-death. Were you depressed? One-legged, patient, content, gluttonous, fat, scarred, uncouth. No, you weren't depressed. Oh, maybe he was forced to commit self-death. But yeah, you were married to my daughter, so do you stay there now? You don't have any children. You can come back home if you want. You don't want to. Okay, you want to stay there. Alright then, fine. Well, that's one alliance broken down. I don't think I liked him anyway, did I? I think I was getting that was a big alliance. The Sultan of Egypt. That was a big alliance, but yeah, okay, so that's gone. But my daughter doesn't want to come home. Okay, well that's one problem sorted out with regards to the alliance there. I'm pretty sure I didn't like him anyway. So that's one problem gone. Oh, my daughter did come back to my court. Okay, so she just returned of her own volition. She has a child. Oh, she does have a child. The Prince of Egypt. Did you have any other... That's your only child. Ooh, that's interesting. My grandson is the heir to the throne of Egypt, and they're back in my court. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I can't have any more. No, I can't have any more wards anyway, so I can't protect him there. But he's in my court. Mate, if I keep you in my court and don't get you remarried, maybe remarry you to someone in my court. That's interesting. But if my son doesn't have any children, then I'm sure my grandson might become my heir, and then he will inherit this and this. Oh, that's interesting. Not much I can do about it right now. And also, that's not necessarily a decision that Hussein's going to make on his own. But, interesting. Interesting. But welcome back. Welcome back, Fagira. Welcome back to the court. But yeah, that's very interesting. Potentially, something could be of use there. Ooh, that's interesting. Right, our expedition into foreign lands encountered some difficulties, but in the end we made it to the ruins of Rhodos safely. Okay, and we made the... Yep, we found the Hermetic text. We get another 300 esoteric knowledge. There's good. There's a man I need to arrest and another I want to assassinate. Right, again, no, you're not an assassin. You are a just man, though, so you will arrest. So arrest chance goes up by 10%, but that's not that important, really. I wonder if Princess Shola... Okay, so again, the woman that I'm trying to sway. Do I still like you? Yeah, but it's going down. I will share my knowledge of stewardship with her. I will tell her of my prosperous realm. There's not really... Yeah, I will share my knowledge with her. Maybe that will help sway her to my cause a little bit more. Admitting this, she has much to learn from me and really appreciate me taking some time. Okay, now, is she actually genuine about that? Or... is she playing the long game because her husband's in prison? Who knows? Okay, my son remains interested in administration. Turning my eyes upwards, I give a silent nod to the heavens, thanking the stars for their guidance. Okay, so destined steward. Stewardship's still your highest skill. Even with the focus, the haughty focus, was it? Is it haughty or willful? One of the two, I can't remember. Haughty. Still seems to be going well, so that's okay. So that's good, yeah. I believe the heavens have a plan for Hussein. That's good, that's good. It's still working out well. My daughter Fagira has truly found herself in the destiny my horoscope predicted so long ago. She'll make a fine scholar. Why are we just doing that now? And she won't make a fine scholar. She'll make a terrible scholar. She'll make a much better fighter. But yeah, no, she'll make a terrible one. Okay, so she's going to gain 1 learning, but she's still going to be awful. So you're just delusional, my good man. But this has been a long time. Why did it take so long to... Okay, fair enough. But yeah, fine. She gains 1 learning, that's fine. But she's still an awful scholar, my man. Oh, something's happened next door. Nope. Nope. Forget it. It just changed again. Okay. It looked like something just happened. A massive split off in the middle. But nope, apparently it's all fine. Ignore what I said. I have received word from Marshall saying that he is making steady progress. Yeah. Bring me something. Princess Shola the Usurper has usurped the title. Okay, so that's what happened. She took this title for herself. That's my aunt, right? Yeah, well, half aunt? It's my uncle, so yeah, it must be my aunt. Right, okay, well, that's good. She likes me and I like her, right? Yeah, enough. Okay, so this is the Caliph. As he is growing older, I can see that Aram could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Aram. He likes me, I like him. What do we want? He deserves greatness, go get it. I'm not going to make him my rival because he is literally my Caliph. That's stupid. Be thorough, make others count on you. So I gain the he gains the trait diligent, I gain the trait stress, not the end of the world. I can get rid of that. Make your move at the right time. He gains the trait patience, I gain the trait out of patience. For how long? Oh, what's that? 5 years? Oh, Aram must learn on his own. Diligent or patient? What do I have? Do I have both of those? I have diligent. I don't have patient, so I can't teach him how to be patient. So yeah, I'm gonna make him diligent, which is fine. That makes me stressed, but then I can get rid of that, right? Why can't I get rid of that? I don't have enough ingredients. Oh crap. When can I go and get more ingredients? Why can't I go get them yet? Ooh, right, I can't go get them yet because I'm guessing I recently went to get them. That was like a couple of years ago though, man. Come on. Surely that it's okay. Yeah, my half-brother's still in prison. He's only been in there for a year though. For plotting a murder for... Well, it's not quite regicide, but you know what I mean. He should be in there for a lot longer than 1 year. Oh! 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 Something big just happened. Something very big just happened. Who are you? Okay. Oh, something very, very big just happened. A lot of people just popped into life. Have we gone to war? Have we gone to war with them next door? I'm not sure. The Seljuk invasion. Yep, we are defending against the Seljuks. The Seljuks have just risen up against us. Who are you? So you are... What is this? Attacking Caliph Aram II and Seljuk invasion of Daylam. So you want Daylam. Where is Daylam? Let's see if I can find where Daylam is. Is this it here? Sultanate of Daylam. Okay, so you're trying to take an entire... Oh, you're trying to take more chunks out of the... That's going to be 3 major chunks taken out of the Abbasids and brought into the realm of the Seljuks. And I am pretty sure you are very, very powerful, right? What have you got at the moment? 37,000 troops. What have we got at the moment? 25,000. Oh. Oh, right. My opinion has just gone up of him. So I could offer to join the war. He will say yes. So I could offer to join. My 2,000 odd troops is not going to be much help to him. How many do I have here? 2.7. I really don't have a lot to give him. And if I join... I mean, I'm on the front line anyway. But if I join the war, I will be officially on the front line. And they will be coming for me. The war goal is up here, but I am literally surrounded by them. They could easily come in. I mean, these are the armies anyway. So these are enemy armies already marching through my land. But they could stop here. They could stop here and... Oh. Yeah, I mean... I like my liege now. So I could offer to join the war. What's the right thing to do? Because they're going to win anyway. Even with me, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's dangerous. That is dangerous. But I think that we're going to wait and see and make our decision next time, I think. But yeah, it's all just kicked off here. A big war has arisen, which I knew was coming between the Seljuks and the Abbasids. They're looking to take an entire kingdom off of the Abbasids, and I don't think there is much that the Abbasid Empire can do about that. Will we join the war? Should we stay out of it? We are right on the front lines, but maybe our 2,000 could help sway the difference. Who knows? But I think we will find that out next time. I want to thank you very much for joining me again today, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly hope you join me again next time. But until then, I bid you all adieu, a good day, and a massive GG to you all.
This has been a Rich T Entertainment production. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. If you wish to see some more videos, please click down below.